Alright, so today I'm going to talk about a very different topic than what's posted on my channel, which is Star Wars. Now, I'm not going to talk about what I love and hate about it, but more the meaning behind a scene which I believe is one of the most important in the whole franchise. It's not an actual confirmed theory at all, and it's more of a reach than anything, but the confrontation between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, or rather, Anakin Skywalker, in the final episode of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. We get a battle between former brothers and literally between two of the most impactful saber battles in the Skywalker saga. After Obi-Wan was able to best his former Padawan, he was finally able to connect with him after years of isolation and torment within his own mind, only to find out that everything he had worked for and lost was truly dead. Living alone on Tatooine, all he did was grieve over his failure to the Jedi Order, and now that he was finally able to speak with his brother, he learned that the minimal hope he had was irrelevant. He learned that his friend was truly dead, and he was the only one to kill that last bit of good in him that even Padme was able to see at the end of Revenge of the Sith. Although, that is not how I see it. During the dialogue between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Vader in the last episode of the Kenobi show, Vader says,
"You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did."
Even though the most likely case of the meaning behind this is just Vader's massive ego getting in the way of his constant battle between Obi-Wan, mentally and physically, but I like to think of that line as Anakin himself talking to Obi-Wan. That small bit of good in him that Padme spoke to Obi-Wan about just before her death was what Anakin was really trying to tell Kenobi, telling him, "I realize my mistakes. I'm aware of what I've done, and even though I'm trapped in this containment of hell with nowhere to run, I need you to know that it was not your fault. My mistakes are my wrongdoing, and in no way are you to blame for them." Now, I realize that that's a stretch, and it's probably, well, it's very unlikely, and it's probably not the case, but it's satisfying to think about that little sliver of the pod racing, droid building, mama's boy Anakin Skywalker still lives inside Vader at all times, and we still see that part of him shine through every now and then, such as other occasions when Vader says,
"It is too late for me, son."
To Luke in Return of the Jedi, when Luke is still feeling that good inside of him that still lives on, supports the idea that Anakin knew very early on in his life as Darth Vader that the mistakes that he had made and the horror and destruction that he caused was wrong, and that nothing could change that. Ultimately, at the end of Anakin's life, that good finally pushed out of the shell that Vader plays, and his son, one stronger than Obi-Wan, to sense that there was still good in him, was able to bring that light by fully removing his mask. With Kenobi, only half of that light was shown, and the same with Ahsoka, but Luke, being the one to prove that it was always there, never giving up on his father like Obi-Wan had sadly done, was able to fulfill his role in Star Wars as the catalyst, bringing back the light in the Chosen One. Luke was the only one who truly listened to those messages Anakin was sending to everyone and brought him back. Even though Obi-Wan gave up on Anakin, saying, "Then my friend is truly dead," Luke never failed to meet his purpose of being that new hope to bring balance to the Force by bringing Anakin back to life and fulfilling his prophecy. Well, that's it for this video. Let me know what you thought about my theory about Anakin's secret messages, and make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, where I talk about my own little ideas and the hidden meanings behind different characters and their circumstances for any fictional universe, not just Star Wars. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.